Feeling seasick on a cruise can ruin what should be an amazing vacation. But here's the good news. Modern cruise ships are bigger than ever, and I mean big. We're talking floating cities with stabilizers so advanced they make your car's suspension look like a wooden cart. Seasickness? It's actually much less common than you think. Hey cruisers! Welcome to Cruise Insider Channel. Today we're tackling seasickness, one of the most common cruise worries. Whether you're a first-timer or a veteran, it can sneak up on anyone. But don't stress and stay till the end where I'll share practical tips to keep you feeling great, including free options that actually work. That said, Mother Nature occasionally likes to remind us who's boss. When the seas get rougher, seasickness can still happen, so you want to be prepared. Don't worry, I've got you covered. Hi there, in this video I'm sharing practical tips, proven remedies, and a little reassurance that cruising today is safer and more comfortable than ever. So let's dive in, pun intended. First, let's talk about what motion sickness actually is. Don't worry, it's not just you. Motion sickness happens when your inner ear, eyes, and body send conflicting signals to your brain about movement. On a cruise ship, you might feel the motion but not see it, or see it but not feel it, which can trigger nausea, dizziness, and that lovely "I shouldn't have had that third helping at the buffet" feeling. But here's the reassuring part. Today's cruise ships are equipped with state-of-the-art stabilizers. These are giant fins that extend from the sides of the ship underwater, counteracting the rolling motion of the waves. It's like having shock absorbers for the ocean. Pretty cool, right? On top of that, modern cruise ships are massive. The bigger the ship, the less you feel the waves. It's physics and it works in your favor. Most passengers never experience seasickness at all. In fact, you're more likely to get motion sick in a car on a winding road than on a modern cruise ship. But it's always smart to have a plan, just in case the seas decide to get a little feisty. Let's start with one of the most reliable options, over-the-counter medications that should always be your first line of defense. My personal favorite is Bonine. What I love about Bonine is that it doesn't make me drowsy, so I can still enjoy all the activities on the ship, like winning big at trivia or pretending I know how to dance at the deck party. It's an over-the-counter medication that many cruisers swear by. Another popular option is Dramamine. It's been around forever and works well for a lot of people. Just be aware that some formulas can make you a bit sleepy, so if you take it, you might want to schedule in a nice nap by the pool. Not the worst problem to have, honestly. Of course, medications affect everyone differently, so you may want to speak to your physician to see what's best for you. The key is to take it before you start feeling sick. Prevention is always easier than treatment. Trust me, trying to swallow a pill when you're already nauseous is no fun. Make sure to pack any motion sickness medication in your carry-on or cruise essentials bag so you have it readily available when you board the ship. You don't want to be digging through your checked luggage on embarkation day. That's a recipe for stress, not relaxation. If you prefer non-medication options, there are some great wearable remedies available. Let's start with the classics and work our way up to the fancier stuff. First up, the patch behind your ear. A lot of people swear by this option. These are prescription patches, like the scopolamine patch, that release medication slowly over several days and can be very effective. You just stick it on and forget about it. It's like a nicotine patch, but for not throwing up. Glamorous, I know. Another popular option is the C-band, which you wear on your wrist. These work with acupressure and are a completely natural remedy. They apply pressure to a specific point on your wrist, the P6 or Naguan point if you want to get technical, that's believed to help prevent nausea. They look a little like sweatbands from the 80s, but hey, if they work, who cares? And then there's the relief band. Now, I haven't personally tried this one, and it's not an inexpensive option. We're talking over $100. But someone recently told me it made all the difference for them, even on smaller cruise ships. It uses electrical pulses to stimulate that same acupressure point. It's like the iPhone of seasickness remedies. Pricey, but some people can't live without it. If you've used the relief band, I'd love to hear about your experience in the comments below. Now let's talk about natural remedies that actually work. Yes, really. No snake oil here, I promise. First, the green apple trick. It seems like there's something in green apples, the pectin or the acid, that actually helps settle your stomach. Keep a green apple handy. The buffet always has them. And if you start feeling queasy, take a few bites. Worst case scenario, you've eaten a healthy snack. Best case, you've avoided a very unpleasant afternoon. Second, good old ginger. We've all heard about ginger ale, right? Well, there's a reason it's a go-to for upset stomachs. Ginger ale, candied ginger, or ginger tummy drops can all really help. Ginger has been used for centuries to combat nausea, and it's easy to find on most cruise ships. Plus, it tastes pretty good. Way better than, you know, being seasick. Pro tip, look for ginger products that actually contain real ginger. Some ginger ales are mostly just sugar and bubbles with a hint of ginger flavoring. Read the label or ask for fresh ginger tea from the bar. Another option that many people bring on cruises is liquid IV. Staying hydrated can help prevent and manage motion sickness, and and liquid IV makes it easy to get those electrolytes. It's also great for recovering from, those delicious frozen cocktails you had at the pool bar. Just saying. Beyond medications and remedies, there are some practical strategies you can use while on the ship. These are the common sense tips that actually make a huge difference. Choose your cabin wisely. Midship cabins on lower decks tend to experience less motion. Think of the ship like a seesaw. The middle is the most stable point. If you're prone to seasickness, avoid cabins at the front, bow, or back, stern of the ship, and try to stay closer to the waterline. Yes, the higher decks have better views, but they also have more motion. Get fresh air. If you have a balcony, go out and breathe in that sea air. It can really help. Or head to the top deck and focus on the horizon. This helps your brain reconcile the motion signals it's receiving. Your inner ear says, "We're moving." Your eyes say, "Yep, checks out," and everyone's happy. Also, fresh air just feels amazing. It's one of the best parts of cruising. Avoid heavy, greasy foods. I know, the buffet is calling your name with bacon, pizza, and fried everything. But if you're feeling even slightly queasy, stick to lighter meals. The buffets on cruise ships have plenty of fresh fruits like grapefruits and oranges that are packed with vitamin C. Your stomach and your waistline will thank you. Stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. Dehydration can make motion sickness worse, and it's easy to get dehydrated without realizing it, especially in the sun or if you're enjoying adult beverages. Keep a water bottle with you and sip regularly. Avoid reading or looking at screens in rough seas. I love a good book by the pool as much as anyone, but if the seas are choppy and you're feeling off, put down your phone or book. Focusing on something stationary while your body is moving is a recipe for nausea. Instead, look at the horizon or close your eyes and rest. Rest when needed. If you start feeling unwell, take a break. Go to sleep a little earlier or wake up a little later. Your body needs time to adjust to the motion of the ship. It's called getting your sea legs. Don't push yourself. There's no trophy for toughing it out through nausea. Rest, recover, and you'll be back to enjoying your vacation in no time. Here's the truth. With today's technology, getting seasick on a modern cruise ship is actually pretty rare. These ships are engineering marvels. They're designed to keep you comfortable, safe, and having the time of your life, not hanging over a railing feeling miserable. The stabilizers, the sheer size of these vessels, the advanced navigation systems that help captains avoid the worst weather, it all adds up to a smooth, enjoyable experience for the vast majority of passengers. You're far more likely to worry about seasickness than to actually experience it. And even if you do feel a little queasy, you've got options. Medications, natural remedies, practical strategies, there's a solution for everyone. So don't let the fear of seasickness stop you from booking that cruise. Seriously, you'll be fine, and you'll have an incredible time. So there you have it, everything you need to know to avoid being seasick on your cruise. Remember, preparation is key. Pack your medications, grab some ginger candies and a green apple, try some natural remedies, and don't be afraid to take breaks and rest when you need to. Modern cruise ships make seasickness much less common, but having these tools in your arsenal means you'll be ready for anything. And honestly, you're probably not going to need most of them, but it's nice to know they're there just in case. And if you're worried about other cruise problems, like which cruise lines to avoid in 2026, don't forget to watch Cruisers Are Walking Away from These 6 Lines 2026. You'll find the link in the description. You'll want to know what's happening in the cruise industry right now. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. What are your tips for avoiding seasickness? Have you tried any of these remedies? Do you have a secret weapon I didn't mention? Leave your best hacks in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to Cruise Insider channel if you haven't already. We're here to help you have the best cruise experience possible. Thanks for watching and happy cruising! Now go book that cruise with confidence. You've got this.